It wasn't an algorithm. You need to understand that first. The images and sounds you were shown, the cryptic numbers that appeared in your recommendations, that was a signal, a tuning fork resonating with something already inside of you. You were chosen because you are one of the few who senses that the reality we see is just a fraction of the whole story, a beautiful, hypnotic, but fragmented echo. For months, you've been collecting those echoes, feeling their power without understanding the source. Consider this video the first translation of that source. This is not another theory or a guess. This is the blueprint, the very architecture of the philosophy you've been subconsciously drawn to. What you are about to see is the key that elevates you from a mere spectator of the mystery to an active participant in its unfolding. The puzzle pieces are in your hands. Now, let's begin to assemble them.
There isn't a specific moment when you become aware that you've found yourself there. There is no gateway to cross, no lucid prelude in the dream where you announce to yourself, "Here I am. I have returned to Mall World." Instead, the transition is seamless. It simply happens, an imperceptible slide from nothingness into being. All at once, you find yourself in a corridor bathed in the cold, lifeless glow of lamps without switches. You drift past expansive display windows, the glass pristine, showcasing merchandise arranged with mathematical perfection. However, these objects are not for sale, and there is no one there to buy them. And, little by little, a sense washes over you that you're very familiar with this place. Not recognition in the ordinary sense. It's not the cozy feeling of a home from your childhood or the memory of a street where you once played that warms your heart. This is different. It's more like a memory of a memory, something passed through so many filters of time that it no longer belongs to any calendar you could name. It exists outside of sequence, beyond any chronology. Those who cross this space describe its architecture in the same way, even though their words might vary. Vast, silent atriums crossed by unhurried wanderers, escalators that glide toward destinations distinct from where they logically should lead. The air hangs heavy with the scent of fried food, though no recognizable restaurant can be found. The geography itself is fluid. A new wing appears where a wall stood previously, or a basement stretches into infinity. Yet, despite these shifts, a strange certainty prevails. No matter which path you choose, the geometry of the dream ensures you eventually circle back to a central point. This is Mall World, an oniric labyrinth with no final exit, a structure with a topology that remains surprisingly stable no matter whose mind observes this object in their visions. It's not just a dream set in a shopping mall. The crucial difference lies in its stability and continuity. Here, you always return to the same signage, navigate the same obscure corners, and encounter the same security guard who steadfastly refuses to meet your gaze. Some researchers of this phenomenon call it a liminal space, one of those in-between zones existing on the threshold between the real and the imaginary, where the brain assembles familiar architectural elements to construct transitional scenarios. Others lean toward a simpler hypothesis, that this is a collective dream plane, a psychic construct fed by centuries of public architecture and our modern rituals of consumption. Perhaps, much like the universal dreams of taking an exam unprepared or falling from a great height, this too is an archetype. Only now the archetype has hidden itself beneath the mask of a shopping mall, a temple of transition, a labyrinth of storefronts that promise satisfaction but never deliver it. Those who travel through dreams report spending entire nights there, charting new territories as if unlocking levels in a video game with an ever-expanding map, often struck by a profound sense of déjà visité, the knowledge of a path never previously taken. Memory here abandons linear logic. You might recognize a storefront you have never seen, or recall the precise location of an exit, only to find that the doors loop you relentlessly back inside. The environment is riddled with unsettling anomalies. The clock, when you find it, always shows the same time. Mannequins change position from one dream to the next. Mirrors, if you get too close, reflect environments that don't exist in the wing you're in. The escalators go up and down endlessly, yet it never occurs to anyone to simply stand still and observe where they terminate. In Mall World, the prevailing logic demands constant movement, as if stopping might reveal something this space prefers to keep hidden. If you attempt to frame this phenomenon more concretely, you could say that Mall World is an archive of recombined urban memories, part real shopping mall, part airport departure hall, part library, part train station, fused into a single coherent block of architectural incoherence. Though seen symbolically, it represents a state of permanent transit, a waiting room for events that never materialize. And then there is the crowd, or rather, the distinct absence of one. Some dreamers perceive the mall as full, yet oppressively silent, as if the people populating it were animated stage props devoid of souls. Others find the corridors nearly empty, inhabited only by solitary, shadowed figures who seem to know more than they are willing to say. And in certain cases, the dreamer gradually realizes that these figures have been waiting specifically for him, unmoving, for a very long time. What to do with all this? Perhaps nothing. Perhaps Mall World is just a resonance between memory and architecture, a neural short circuit born from our deep familiarity with spaces designed for consumption. But there is one detail that makes this explanation difficult to accept: the striking consistency of accounts from strangers who don't know each other and live in different parts of the world. They describe not just similar types of spaces, but identical layouts, specific color palettes, and the same structural flaws, hinting that Mall World is a collective illusion, a default setting the human brain activates when it requires a neutral space to stage other narrative processes. Perhaps it's a postmodern archetype that has emerged from our shared cultural landscape, the contemporary version of the Temple of Passage, the eternal corridor, the plaza that exists beneath no actual sky. Or, more unsettlingly, it could represent a genuine layer of shared experience, a place we access without conscious intention, returning from our visits with only fragments of memory that resist integration into our waking understanding. Of course, you could attempt to locate it deliberately. Some have tried to incubate the dream through preparation, staring at photographs of shopping malls before sleep, or practicing visualization exercises where they imagine stepping onto an escalator that will carry them into Mall World. Results are mixed. Some swear they've succeeded. Others have found only imperfect copies, as if Mall World prefers not to be sought but only remembered, and only remembered after it has found you. And so, the fundamental question remains: why does it exist? What purpose does it serve? Is it a projection of our desire for order and variety existing simultaneously? A way to keep the conscious mind distracted while deeper processes unfold during sleep? Or is it a meeting point between different dreams, a transit station of the collective unconscious? Whatever the ultimate answer might be, one truth remains undeniable. Once you've entered Mall World, you don't forget the experience. Or rather, you forget almost everything about it in the conventional sense, unable to recall specific events or conversations, but you're left with something more memorable: the persistent sensation of the synthetic quality of the air, the muffled acoustics of footsteps on floors that seem to absorb sound, and that peculiar illumination that emanates from no sun and casts no proper shadows. And maybe the next time you step into a real shopping mall, you'll catch yourself searching for that wing that doesn't exist in the waking world. Yet you know exactly where it should be. See you in the next episode.